Now for some voices that you rarely hear from in the Brexit debate. More than 600,000 children live in the UK who were born elsewhere in the EU. Many of them came to Britain years ago and now consider this place home. So what does Brexit mean for these young people who are still trying to find their place in the world? Our Scotland correspondent, Kieran Jenkins, has been finding out.
This is my family, the Horvath family.
And this is my mum, Ursula, and we are the Novak family.
This is my brother, and this is my mum, and my dad's at work, and that's my family.
If you thought you'd heard it all on Brexit, come into these homes. Meet these young people.
What are you going to be, Kitty?
I'm going to be a Broadway star.
Born in Eastern Europe,
Yeah.
raised in Scotland.
Half of me is Polish and half of it's not, I guess.
A voice, they say, almost entirely missing from the Brexit debate.
I don't think it's been heard at all, at least not by the politicians.
It's tea time in Airdrie for Kitty's family. She's one of more than 600,000 children living in the UK who were born elsewhere in the EU.
How would you describe your nationality?
It's really hard because I'm always like, I'm Hungarian, I was born there and I'll always be Hungarian. But at the same time, I feel pretty Scottish sometimes.
In the East End of Glasgow, student Marta and her mum.
Do you ever feel sort of torn between the two different parts of your identity?
Yeah, when I go to Poland, I feel sort of like an outcast because like my accent's a bit different when I speak Polish as well.
And in Dalgety Bay in Fife, 13-year-old Olivia.
Like people that don't necessarily know me that much, when they find out that I'm not from here, they're kind of surprised. It kind of feels nice that I know that someone would think I'm from here.
Brexit will not be the biggest event in these young lives.
So, when you came to Scotland, how much English could you speak?
Like 2 words.
They've been turned upside down once already.
How important was it to you at the start to feel like that you fitted in?
Quite a lot. Like it was quite important to me.
When she came to Scotland, Kitty was 9. Her father found work as a plumber. Her mother sorts recycled clothes.
1 or 2 times when I'm on the train talking to my mum in Hungarian, like I was on the phone and this woman just started shouting at me saying, "You're in an English speaking country, why don't you just learn the language?" I just felt really angry, like why would you say stuff like that? You don't know me. And I can speak English, I speak English perfectly fine.
A recent University of Strathclyde study of over 1,000 Eastern European children living in Britain found more than 3/4 had experienced some kind of racist abuse.
I did get a few comments like at the start. People would call me like Polish cow and stuff like that, but it doesn't really,
They call you a Polish cow?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
Like 11 or 12.
For these young people, does Brexit feel personal?
Well, I feel like I'm part of the club right now, but I feel like the members of that club are trying to get rid of me. That's what I'm feeling right now. So I feel like, I love the club. I love the club so much, but I feel like the members of the club are trying to get rid of me.
How does it affect how Hungarian you feel?
I just feel like I have to become more Scottish now to fit in with British society and just try to fit in here to make sure I can stay here.
What does that mean, trying to be more Scottish?
Just to act like more like them and act less like Hungarians so they'll accept me more.
What?
After Brexit, each of these families will be asked to register for what the government calls settled status.
Do you know what the process is after Brexit for what you need to do in terms of the legal stuff?
No, not at all. Does anyone know?
They may find settled status confusing, but all these families say they would apply. The government has been warned it risks a second Windrush generation among thousands who may not. Marta, whose mum also works in a clothes sorting factory, would sooner become a British citizen. Cost for each person, over £1,000.
As soon as the Brexit vote happened, we looked into it and stuff. It's so expensive, and we just want. It's not something we would be able to afford right now.
For Marta, Kitty and Olivia, Brexit is coming fast. And the world they thought they knew is changing all over again.
I want someone to tell me that I am safe in this country or I'm not going to get kicked out. I just want certainty.